everyone. Welcome back to Backstage Pass for InfoComm India 2025. My name is Sowmya and I'm your host for today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back again. This is Manoj. I'm Account Manager India and GCC, and hope you are doing great. Hi, Sowmya. Welcome to the podcast of InfoComm India 2025. What have you been up to? I mean, what did you do since the last podcast that we had?
Hey, Manoj. Well, I was still trying to get over InfoComm India 2024, but then I had to start working on another exciting show in Barcelona. That's ISE 2025. So that's what I've been busy with. And talking about ISE 2025, well, it was bigger, bolder, buzzing with innovation. And there were so many jaw-dropping AV tech to game-changing digital signages. There was gaming happening, and there were robots and human robots walking around. Well, that was something that people definitely wouldn't want to miss. And it was amazing for me. So what have you been up to since the last that we spoke on the Backstage Pass?
Something exciting happened. I did visit my brother in London during
Wow.
Christmas and New Year's, and guess what? I mean, AV doesn't leave the AV guy. So I did visit the Greenwich Museum. I mean, the technology that they've inculcated within how the human experiences, a museum, the modern tech museum, if you can so call it. I mean, the way they've integrated the whole stuff, made it so super special for kids or elders, people who really want to touch and feel history and get the real life experience. That's a place to be in. I mean, I've even written about my experience on the Exchange website, so feel free to read that.
Oh, yes, I did read it. And then I was having the FOMO of missing out on it. But then it really sounds very exciting. But would you care to share a couple of things that our viewers would want to look forward for in case they're in Greenwich and they have time to go and look at the museum?
Yeah, I mean, one of the first things that you need to do is make some prior bookings if you want to visit the museums. There's so many different museums, but you need to pick and choose. The Greenwich museums, in fact, are, run by the government, and then it's very easy, not super expensive. So only thing that you need to be having is more time. So you will have to spend days and days, hours and hours to watch this and experience that. So, I mean, make sure you space, because normally people would pace out. A couple of hours is fine for a museum, but these museums are way too big and way too huge. And if you want to really immerse in those technologies and the way they've done, especially for an AV guy to be there and feel that, you should have your time. I mean, please block an extra day for your visit.
Wow. Listening about AV being part of everything around us, it just excites me all the more that I'm part of this fantastic industry where we keep meeting, quarterly or maybe just a month after another. You finish. So to start with the year, you finish with your ISC visit. Then if you're fortunate enough, you get to go to China, see the China show. That's in the month of April. And then you move to Asia. You have a show in Bangkok that we just concluded. And we were all there. So for me, it's not only a repeat of fantastic events after events, but then every region has something different to offer every year. So this year in Bangkok, it was amazing to see people from all across the globe come and visit the show. The quality of the content, the quality of exhibiting, showcasing products and everything was at a different level, and I really enjoyed that. How did you find the Asia show this year, Manoj?
I mean, the show in Asia, if you see it, I mean, this is our fourth or fifth show, but then, you know, I think it's the same story when we talk about the shows in Asia. They are growing much more bigger than what they used to be in the previous years. The shows are bigger, the sessions are bigger, the number of people who visit the shows are bigger, and you can feel the excitement in the faces of the exhibitors when they actually meet more people, have those quality discussions, make new connections and things like that. I would say that there was a lot of bonding between the exhibitors and the visitors during the show. That's a lovely place to be in. What a nice holiday spot to be in, Bangkok.
I know. So every time my friends hear you go to Bangkok to work, oh, that's amazing. And the food, oh well, that's a totally different ball game. And then I think we will need another episode to just keep talking about the food that you would enjoy there. But I wanted to throw some light on Keola's, Keola talking about ISE. In fact, he turned Casabatio into a living forest this year at ISE. That was something that was so different from what we've seen in 2024, and it is something that we would definitely look forward for. Well, we would be fortunate enough to bring that to India or to even to Bangkok someday for sure.
Yeah, we are looking forward to way beyond. The way the industry is going forward and adapting to newer and better technologies, we definitely look forward to lots more technologies coming our way.
So true. And I would definitely want to be part of all of this forever, because all I see is the AV scene is in India is changing for the good, and it's amazing. Every year is new challenges, new learnings, and the way you see people bracing themselves up to these changes and doing their best is something that we need to learn from and also probably apply into our own lives. So that's something amazing.
Absolutely. The excitement doesn't stop there. So let's wait and watch what more we have to do.
Well, we're just days away from InfoComm India 2025, aren't we, Manoj? And honestly, the buzz is real. Whether you're a first timer or a regular, this year's edition is definitely shaping up to be one of the most exciting ones. What do you think, Manoj?
Absolutely. All the words that I'm listening to about the show is much bigger, much better, more technology, more people, more connections. I can underline the word more in this show if that's a synonym for this show.
So true. The tech showcases, the speaker sessions that have been lined up, there's definitely more, as Manoj says, a lot to look forward to. And in this episode, we're going to be doing a quick pre-show guide about what can you expect at InfoComm India, what you should definitely not miss, and what should you invest your time most in so that you make most of the show.
Absolutely. See, as I mentioned, new connections and new experiences, bringing in new technologies. There is ultimately, infinite resources that we are looking forward to: interactive digital and advertising display, smart classroom solutions, immersive projection mapping technologies, or any kind of video systems that are AI and LED based. So any the list goes on and on.
So true. And talking about the content and the speakers that you need to look out for, the sessions that you should be attending. Let's talk about sessions. If you're into emerging technology, you should definitely not miss this panel on the future of AI in AV. It's got some big names and real world insights to it. So make sure you make time, put that on your schedule, and be there and attend, and takeaways are only for you there.
Absolutely. Digital, some of the other solutions that are being displayed or spoken about in the sessions are interactive digital and advertising displays, immersive projection mapping, smart classroom solutions, intelligent video systems, AI-led virtual productions, smart control rooms, and look I think, Soumya, you should look for these AI powered solutions on the show floor: auto tracking, framing cameras, voice recognitions, video analytics, capture and AI analytics, IoT sensors. Now, that list is huge and going on and on. Now, can you imagine all that kind of technology under the same roof? Doesn't that excite you?
Oh, definitely it does. I'm looking forward to just not being in the sessions, but I want to go on the exhibition show floor and then check out, in fact, be in all of the demos if that's possible in all those 3 days that I have at hand. Well, I can only wish.
Yeah, not only the show floor as it starts on the 9th, but the excitement begins way before. I mean, starting on the 7th, we have a training which is catering to the industry. It's called the CTS Prep. Prepping all the young lads or people who are interested to take up the CTS exam. That starts on the 7th, 2 days prior to the show itself. So that's where the excitement begins.
Wow, what a pathway we're building for people. First get trained and then come on the show floor, see the demos, and be a part of conversations, go attend some educational content. That's like a wholesome experience, if you ask me. And if I was a first timer, I would be lost, in fact, looking at all of the things that is to offer on the show floor as well as content. So I want to stress more on this first timer show floor tour that we have curated for all the first timers, but definitely it's not going to be stopping at the first timers. But anybody who wishes to take an hour full of a tour of the show floor, in fact, you are welcome to join us. And I think this is the best 1 hour that you could start your journey in InfoComm India.
The entire show is, like any other show. We are focusing on building new business connections, gaining valuable insights, and curating, lovely networking events that is, featured as part of the show. Now, you definitely should not be missing getting inspired by these smart AV solutions. Uh, you know for your organizations, experiencing those live AV applications that all our exhibitors are showcasing right across the show floor.
So, so true. We are also being supported by three of the local associations to talk about. One is being the AIILSG, which focuses on smart cities. And we have a very interesting content coming up from them. And then it is followed by enterprise as well as cybersecurity from the local Mumbai chapter of CSI, as well as we have and other programs supported by ICT Academy. So all of these three associations are putting in their energy to bring up an amazing content. Not only that, but also bring some familiar figures to our show and make them talk, make people understand how these diverse things can all be heard about and learned from under one roof. So just not AV, just not AI. There's more. That's all I can say. As you say, more is the word.
I know. Like most of the show floors normally speak under one roof. Now we're talking about three separate floors. Now, doesn't that
So true.
excite
Oh,
you? Like, floor one is full of exhibitors, floor two is full of education and seminars, floor three is full of, and on third floor we have something special and more exhibitors on Jasmine floor. I think that's another more important place, and it starts early. You have more exhibitors, more exciting rooms, more experience rooms, more happening things in on the Jasmine floor, especially. I think so.
yeah.
Anything that you found out exciting?
The more I hear about the more number of floors, it just reminds me that I need to, get myself comfortable shoes so that I am up and running around for all 3 days without any exhaustion and make the best of my 3 days at InfoComm India.
The access is amazing at the Geo Center. We have escalators, we have running across, and we have lifts taking you through. But then, if you're running across floors, you need those shoes, I bet.
So true. Well, I'm not a sneakerhead though, but still, I would love to wear something comfortable to move around. And yeah, folks, don't forget to charge your phones and grab yourself a bottle of water so that it's helpful to keep yourself hydrated and you can move from the show floor to the content and also go check out some demos, meet people, say hi, and get to know new ones. So, what is it that you're personally excited about, Manoj?
Well, I would say I'm looking at the new AI technology and how that's going to impact not only the products that we're dealing with, the way the industry is going to accept it, the new technologies, and how that's going to kind of transform the way we look at things and the way we do our projects in future. And that's those are the conversation that I'm looking to listen to and hear from people as to how AI is directly or indirectly impacting them.
So true. We've just been hearing about AI everywhere. Everywhere you look or you read, AI is the buzzword. But then we will also focus on how disruptive it is and how helpful it has been in the AV world, especially. So those are some topics that people you really have to go and attend. And we have some big figures coming and talking about it from the point of end user, from the point of a consultant, from the point of a manufacturer. So all of these things create a full picture for you to know how is it helpful to you or how it's been progressive or disruptive. And I think that's a very good angle to look at what AI is.
Absolutely. I mean, not necessarily that we are talking about how the technology is going to fast go ahead and impact us, but how definitely the industry is going to accept, absorb, and learn quickly in terms of taking this two new words, artificial intelligence and engineering artificial intelligence into the next segment.
Wonderful. I'm also looking forward to seeing some fresh ideas that are coming out of the India AV scene, honestly. So that's what I'm more interested in, and definitely making more connections, new connections, renewing the old connections. Well, that's what the India show is all about, isn't it? It's a vibrant thing and time of the year for me after being a part of different shows as part of AVIXA. India does wrap it up in a beautiful way, and that's something that I really look forward for at the end of every year.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many festivals back to back. We just finished our Independence Day on the 15th of August, and then we're looking forward to the Ganesha Festival on the 27th of August. And then we are going into Dashera and Diwali and so on and so forth. Now, where we are on the night between the 9th and 11th is another festivity, another festival. I mean, that is the festival. I mean, the industry in India is growing at such a fast pace compared to other bigger, regions. India is the fastest, one of the fastest growing segments, and what a time to have the show in right in between the festivities. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. You're just trying to relax that, oh, wow, that was a great festival that we enjoyed. And then you're looking forward for another. And it's a lovely time for you to not only celebrate it with your family, but also come and celebrate it with your industry colleagues. What better can that be? So Manoj, well, talking about the backstage passes, that's why we're all here, aren't we? So I heard some three names that we confirmed with. Would you know them?
Absolutely. It's Harman, Jabra, and Ordinate. Now, these are three
Wow.
companies who are exhibiting at the show, and they would like to, you know, chat with us, tell us about the technologies that they're going to bring in, and that's coming up next week.
Oh, that is fantastic. I cannot wait to hear all of the questions that, they're answering, the information that they're pouring out there, and more while we get to the show floor and to see that. Um, this, I think, is a wrap on our InfoComm India 2025 pre-show preview. Before we move on to the next, Manoj, do you want to share some tips and some pointers for the first timers or even the regulars coming to the show?
Yeah, be well rested because you're going to be meeting many more people. Keep your mind open because you're going to see more technology. You know, keep loads of space because you're going to be collecting more business cards. I mean, that's my take.
Lovely. I was only talking about memories, but then you did point out to the business cards. So, yeah, back to the business, folks. All right. That's a wrap on our InfoComm India pre-show preview. But there's more for everybody who's coming to the show. And also, I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode of Backstage Pass for InfoComm India 2025.
So amazing. Looking forward to those, exciting conversations on those future episodes. Waiting to hear from those people. Thank you very much.
Until then, take care.
Take care.